everybody, and I have so much to share. So much to share with you. I have taken a break from doing very many videos because I had to work on, drumroll, my emotional health. That's right. I got a little discouraged, a little down, technically depressed, and I had to figure it out. And there's a few things I did that really helped me. First of all, I did not allow myself to feel guilty because I was feeling blue. I didn't let myself feel guilty. I even had some anger and crying, and once I was screamed a little bit. I screamed. So just so you know, I really just allowed myself to feel it, and that was probably over a couple of weeks time period. Just really allowed myself to process what I was feeling. And then I, talked to friends about it. A lot of talking, maybe too much talking. One friend knows who she is, that maybe I talked about it too much. And then I got on my knees. I went on my prayer, hypothetically, right? I went on a prayer walk, and I talked to God about it a lot. And I'm going to end with the very end thing, but before I get there's a lot more detail. But the very end thing, I realized Jesus is my friend. He's not just someone who forgave me of my sins. He can be my friend, and I can talk to him about anything and ask for help and better understanding. Now, back up a little bit. I've been reading this book, you know me and my books, called Emotionally Healthy Spirituality by Pete Scazzaro. And he also has some books on emotionally healthy leadership, and other things. Oh, his wife wrote a book, Geri, Geri Scazzaro, an Italian last name, Geri. She wrote a book called Emotionally Healthy Woman. And I read a few pages on Amazon first, and then immediately downloaded it to my Kindle and stayed up most of the night to read the whole book overnight because it was so good. We as women quite often are not emotionally healthy because our culture teaches us, I'm going to just put it in a real tight nutshell. Our culture teaches us to say yes, 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 even when we want to say no. And no problem, yes, sure, I'll help, I'll do this, I'll do that. Or yes, I'm fine, when you're not fine. If you're not fine, you're not fine. Be honest. Be honest. Now, don't jeopardize your job or your relationship by, punching somebody out because you're unhappy. No, don't go that far. That's when you take time to take a bath or meditate on it, pray on it, study the subject like I've been doing. And need the air conditioner here. Woo, it got a little hot. I'm so sorry for my friends, especially a lot of ones I know, a lot of family and friends I have in the cold states, in the single digits with snow right now. And you're probably like wanting to kick me because I'm turning on the AC here in Southern California. I know. I'm sorry about that. Anyhow, back to that book, Emotionally Healthy Woman by Geri Scazzaro. I will type it in the little title. I'll type her name and the book name. But boy, oh boy, my friends, was it an eye-opener. Some women go 30 years without really saying, I am mad because of this, and I want to go do XYZ. I want to spend some time, with my family on my own. We don't speak up. I'm guilty of it. I'm guilty of it too. So I just wanted to say, let me try to remember where I'm going, friends. Oh, right up here. I think it's up here. Give me just a second. Give me just a second. Yeah, it's right up here. Anyhow, I just want to encourage everybody to read books on emotional health. And even if you're not a Christian and a believer in Jesus, are principles in these books that will help you use the principles. And Jerry, she was actually a pastor's wife that said yes a lot, to the point she just said to her husband one day, I'm quitting your church. I am not happy. I'm going to go somewhere else. And in fact, I'm going to take 3 days a week to myself at my mom's. I am not sticking around during this time. Now, they reached a compromise. She had a good husband, and he realized how he had put so much pressure on her, and he was apologetic and made some changes. So they met a happy balance. But she was suffering, and she just, because she thought, oh, you know, I want to be a good wife, she didn't speak up and, you know, create instances in her life that she needed to be emotionally healthy. So I encourage everybody, whoops, that's a bad speed bump. I encourage everybody to be emotionally healthy. Come on, let's work on it. And it doesn't mean you're selfish, and it also doesn't mean you just get walked all over either. So there's a fine balance. So one more thing. I don't know if it's in the book, but I did something to help me better decide if I wanted to do something or not. It was a class, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to take the class. And I was putting a lot of pressure on myself to take it, and then when I thought I did want to take it, I felt guilty. I was an emotional mess about it. And I finally wrote down under the word yes all the things I feel yes to about the situation. And then I wrote down no and all the things I felt no about the situation. And then I took time to take care of myself, got lots of sleep. When I talk about lots of sleep, I got lots of sleep. I realized after all that extra rest that I was tired, really tired, and that was affecting my emotions and my decisions. So never make an important decision until you've had plenty of rest. So these are just some practical things. I will do some more videos about it because I'm actually reading 4 different books on the topic and digging really in. But I wanted to share a little bit of good news that, boy, am I feeling better. And I want you all to feel better too, and have a happy life. I want you all to have a happy life. And to my friend in India, have a happy life. I love you all. Talk to you soon. Bye.